All right, this is take 253. Hey everyone, if you haven't met me yet, my name is Mr. Bowman. I'm your child's second grade teacher. Just wanted to kind of go over some things that are frequent questions parents have or kind of the setup of my classroom. First of all, I'm super excited about this year. So we are off to a great start. These kids are absolutely amazing. They are working so hard, and it's going to be so fun to watch their growth and to be able to work with you guys to see all the cool things they're going to do. It's truly such a blessing to be a teacher, and they make my life so much fun. So I'm super excited about this year. I'm going to be sending home today a brochure with your child. It just has kind of some extra information of things like what our reading units are, math units are, some things that you can do at home as well. So this will be coming home too. If you have any questions, please let me know. So first of all, the main way that I communicate, or the easiest way I communicate, is through Class Dojo. I send some kind of quick announcements through there, or parents can easily message me through there. So please let me know if you are not set up in Class Dojo or if it's not working for you. I will do my best to help you because, again, that's the easiest way for us to communicate. If for some reason that's not working out, I also can be emailed at brandon.bowman@pineriver.org. So please let me know whatever works for you guys. Kind of want to go over how my reading setup is. You guys probably remember this last year for first grade. Every reading unit, we have these really awesome books. I try to emphasize or show my kids how excited I am about this because every day and every week they have fresh stories that are revolving around a unit, a concept, and an essential question. So basically every unit is set up like this, where it has 2 short stories. This is what I call my shared reading time, and it's where I work on fluency. So we repeat the reading multiple times. They might do choral reading with me, read with a buddy, and we work on quick reading skills in that section. They also usually have one either longer story or 2 short stories where we work on things like predicting and identifying main idea and key details. And then there's also a section which is always for It's a decodable passage where they will identify the phonics skill we're working on. In this case, it's long O. So these are things the kids will be very, very familiar with. And whenever a unit is done, which is about 3 to 4 weeks, these come home. I encourage the kids and you guys to read these at home, have the kids share out what they learned. They can write anything they want in here. It's a really cool thing for them to use at home. Also, going with that, we have a phonics skill of the week. Usually I'll send home a paper like this whenever we start a new week. And those weeks don't always start right on a Monday, obviously, with snow days and everything else that's been going on. But one of these will have 10 words that has a certain phonics skill. In this case, this one is the short vowels and some blends. What I like kids to do is practice these words by reading them and writing them under the correct category. They can write them in sentences here. And then I encourage them to find other words while they're reading that fit under these categories. It's not so much about spelling the word correctly. It's more about being able to identify these sounds in other words so they can apply it and get a deeper understanding of that. Along with reading, in October, we will start the Book It program. You will see a calendar there and another letter from me. And basically the goal there is for kids to read at least 20 minutes for 20 days of each month. Just like when I was a kid, you would, once you reach your goal, you get a Pizza Hut certificate, which for me was awesome. And then our goal, it's for 6 months. Our goal is that each kid gets at least 5 out of 6 months. And then at the end of the year, I throw a big pizza party for any student that accomplished that goal. If a student at least does 1 month, they get something besides just the Pizza Hut certificate. 2 months, it's slightly bigger and so on. So there's a lot of other things there too. But if you need any sort of reading materials, please let me know. Like I said, these are great things to have them read at home. Kids are allowed to take any of my books home as well. I don't really track it. I just hope that they take it home and read them and do their best to bring it back. My philosophy is if for some reason we lose a book from my classroom, as long as it was read, and it happens. So I'm not too worried about it, but if you see a book from my classroom, try to send it back with them every day too. And again, if it gets damaged or lost at home, that's part of life. So I'm okay with that. So there's kind of how the reading is set up. We are also doing something called on-demand writing this year. It's a big piece of our writing and our handwriting as well. It's basically where I give them a prompt for 5 to 10 minutes and I have them just write by themselves for 5 to 10 minutes. It's not me working with them at all on that. Our goal is to kind of watch how they start the year, which right now we need quite a bit of work on it, and where they end the year. So you're going to see some awesome growth there. So you will see some papers coming home where they look unfinished. and you'll see that was an on-demand writing that I didn't collect. So if you see something that is unfinished, that's where that comes from. It'd be really cool if you guys could have them practice some on-demand writing at home too. You can always, after you go on a little vacation or go shopping, you can ask your child to write something along what you guys did for 5 to 10 minutes. So on-demand writing will be a big piece this year. The kids are already making great improvements there. It's going to be really cool to see. For math, this is the main thing we use in the classroom. There's 2 volumes throughout the year. So when we're on to volume 2, this thing will be coming home. You're again going to notice some things might not completely be finished. I don't follow the book to a T. I follow, the flow of what I see from the classroom. So sometimes we'll be doing different things in this book. So if something is not finished in here, you can always do it at home when it comes through. And another major question I always have early on that I forget to address is this. This is something after I teach a lesson, they will work on different tasks in the classroom. It says homework, but I don't send math homework home. So this is something they do in the classroom. So if you see this come home, and again, it's incomplete, if it comes home, it is done on my side. It does not have to be finished at home and brought back to me, although you're more than welcome of having them practice more. And if you want me to look at it, absolutely send it back to me. But basically, after I teach a math lesson, they go and they practice with me and the other teachers. Basically, I have a bunch of problems here because practice is practice. Some kids might get a lot more done in their practice. Some kids might only get 5 or 6 with the teacher. So I'm not worried about how much they get. I'm more worried about the quality of what they do. And then from there, we're able to adapt, make our small groups and things like that. So if it comes home, it does mean it's done on my side, and you're more than welcome of just doing some more practice. So that's kind of how the overall setup is of our classroom. Like I said, there is more information in the brochure if you would like to read it. But please feel free to send me any questions that you have. Again, I'm super excited about this year, and I can't wait to see what these kids do.